All right, fellas, continuing again. This is the while loop now. I'm showing you how to convert from the pseudocode using the while loop and into the program code. Of course, you start off your pseudocode with the word start. You initialize your two variables, and then you come down here. The beginning of a while loop starts off with the while, followed by a condition, and then the lines of instruction inside here that are needed for execution once the loop has been found to be true, the loop variable, the loop condition is true, sorry. So first of all, bear in mind that this loop here is executed once the condition here is found to be true. Let's see how that is. Now, loop counter is less than or equal to 10. So therefore, it is expecting that a variable or value is put into loop counter before we start. So loop counter is equal to 1. That's why I initialize that loop counter to 1 there. And then it goes and it checks it afterwards when it comes down to this line here. Right? By the way, so it goes in once, and it asks for a name, it asks for the name, and then it checks for the mark. We checked the mark to see if it was greater than or equal to 50. We typed out pass. If it is, we increase the student pass. If not, we just print unsuccessful. We use the word end if. And then we increase again. We increase again, just like the repeat loop. We have to increase the loop counter by 1. So, and then the loop returns to the beginning again. So after the first instance, it goes up, the loop counter would have been 2, and the loop counter checks again. Is it less than or equal to 10? Yes, it goes in again. And it does the same thing with that new name, new mark, and executes, right? Until, of course, so this keeps going around and round until 10 is reached. Good? Then we look at the Pascal code now. We're looking at here. Right, we initialize variables again. Loop counter is initialized to 1. While loop counter is less than or equal to 10, do. And very similar to the pseudocode, it is very, very similar to the pseudocode, right? So once you know that your pseudocode was like so on this side here, the only real difference is that the words like print in pseudocode are replaced with the word write. The words like accept or input name and mark is replaced with the words read line. Good. So again, bear in mind that in order for the while loop to be executed, a value must be obtained for the looping variable, which is this here in the condition. Can't stress this enough. There must be a variable obtained before trying to get into the loop. So as a good programmer, you must set a value or ask for a value through input, right? You can input a value for loop counter as well, right? Sometimes they may tell you that until the loop ends, until the value 999 is entered, how are you going to enter that? That's an input, so you have to ask for the input. For example, if mark was the exit criteria, while mark is not equal to 999, good, you could put input mark and you check for mark in this area here. But we don't have to do that in this situation. All right, so that's the end of this video. I'm going to show you the next one, which is the for loop, which is perhaps the easy one and one that most of you all are very familiar with. Do you understand what I mean? Very familiar? Yes? Okay then. So we're moving on to the next one. Thank you very much.